Welcome back to another video. My name is Derek, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Samsung S22 Ultra. It was sent in because it's not powering after a repair attempt. The note says that there's an issue with the battery connector, so let's take it under the microscope, see if that's truly the case, and see if we can fix it. Let's get into the video. Alright, so we got the motherboard out. Let's disconnect the camera assembly, just like that. And then I've got some Captain tape here. You get a piece of that. And let's just put it right over the connector here, just so we don't potentially melt it as we go to look and replace this one. And let's go under the microscope. So we've got this battery connector that you can see has been fairly damaged, enough to where it needs to be replaced. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some flux. Come in with some hot air. We're going to heat it up and watch for the solder to get liquefied. And once it's hot enough, we can start to see some movement in it. Lift it right up, and we'll let things cool down a little bit. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is get out our new connector. And you don't have to do this step, but I like to, when all possible. Is we'll flip it over on the back side. We'll add some flux. This part requires a bit of precision. Without actually touching the soldering iron to it, I'm just going to let the solder itself just tin the legs, the pins, everything. And then dead center, there are 4 teeny little pins that we're going to make contact as well. Just like that. We'll take the new connector, line it on up. And the flux acts kind of like I found it acts like a protective barrier for the plastic as well. So not only will it help in soldering, but it actually protects the connector, which is kind of unique. Now we'll take the hot air. So you can do this entire repair actually without the soldering iron. Now we'll warm up the area. And the tinned legs will grab onto the solder and everything will suck down when it gets up to temperature. And we're partway there. Almost there. Over there. Let things cool down. Alright, and then we'll add some isopropyl alcohol. and we'll take a brush to it and we'll remove all of the flux and all of the from inside the connector and outside the connector. And take a microfiber cloth and we'll suck up all of the alcohol, and it'll also suck up all of the remnants of flux, leaving us with a really clean board. And now if we look down really carefully, and this is exactly what we're looking for. As you can see on the side, we've got a really nice amount of solder on each one of the pins. Sometimes those 3 smaller ones, or even the 2 slightly larger ones on their sides, don't make contact because of the ground planes on the connector. So you have to be sure that each one of the pins has plenty of solder jumping up onto the legs of the connector. Otherwise it's not going to work, and you're going to wonder why. You need to really take the time to look at each one and make sure they're all nice and good, just like this. Alright, now that we've replaced the battery connector, let's go and connect up the cameras again, just like that. Get all 4 connected. Let's put this back inside the frame without pinching any of the flex cables. Let's connect up basically any of the flexes that are above the board right now. Alright, so we're going to start putting back some screws as well before connecting up the battery. Well, I guess we'll connect up the battery and then we'll put back all the brackets, get everything connected up, get our loudspeaker back inside. Put the pen back in. We forgot this guy goes under here. It goes first. We connect it. We'll put in the SIM tray. Okay. And now we'll get the screws and we'll put a handful of them back, and then we'll go to testing. Alright, we don't have all the screws back in, but we have enough to test. Let's go ahead and power it on. Alright, there we've got the Samsung logo. It's coming on. And we should be good to go. Alright, there we go. We've got it all working again, powering back on. It was in fact the battery connector. And as you've seen, it's not something that's too difficult to replace. You just have to have the right equipment and know how to use it. If you have any questions about the technique, the tools, or anything that I did in the video, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. This one's all fixed and ready to go. So thanks a ton for watching. We'll see you in the next video.